In the heart of a lush forest, where the trees towered high and the rivers flowed clear and cold, there lived a curious little bear cub named Andy. With his fluffy brown fur and bright, curious eyes, Andrew was full of energy and always eager for adventure. One sunny morning, as Andy was playing by the river with his mother, he watched in amazement as a silver fish leaped gracefully out of the water and splashed back down with a satisfying plop. "Wow!" exclaimed Andy, his eyes wide with wonder. "I want to catch fish just like that!" His mother chuckled softly and ruffled his fur with her paw. "Fishing takes patience and practice, little one," she said. "But if you're willing to learn, I'll teach you everything you need to know." Excited by the prospect of learning to fish, Andy eagerly accepted his mother's offer and set out on his very first fishing adventure. With his mother's guidance, he learned how to cast his line, bait his hook, and patiently wait for the fish to bite. At first, Andy's attempts were clumsy and awkward. He would cast his line too far or reel it in too quickly, scaring away the fish before they had a chance to take the bait. But with each mistake, he learned something new, and his skills began to improve. Weeks turned into months, and still, Andy persisted in his quest to become a fisherman. He spent every spare moment by the river, casting his line and practicing his technique with unwavering determination. And then, one sunny afternoon, as Andy was sitting by the river with his fishing rod in hand, he felt a sudden tug on his line, a tug so strong that it nearly pulled him into the water. With a burst of excitement, Andy reeled in his line, his heart pounding with anticipation. And there, dangling from the end of his line, was the biggest, most beautiful fish Andy had ever seen. A shimmering silver trout with scales that sparkled like diamonds in the sunlight. Andy proudly held up his catch for all to see. His mother beamed with pride as she watched her little cub reel in his first big catch, his eyes shining with excitement. From that day on, Andy became known throughout the forest as Mr. Fisherman. He would spend his days by the river, casting his line and sharing his knowledge with all who were willing to learn. But no matter how skilled he became, Andy never forgot the lessons he had learned along the way. That success takes patience and perseverance, and that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. And as he stood by the river, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the love of his family, Andy knew that he had found his true calling, that of an adventurer, a teacher, and a friend to all who shared his love of the great outdoors.